the next process wherein the operations team to start the process of the planning. Yeah, the planning all takes place in the project management tool. And also when it comes to the other industries like construction. For example, let's say you start a project, okay, the engineering team, they plans for it, yeah, they have all the designs which is set, and they have a complete team that handles the project, and there is a collaboration. So everything happens inside the project management tool. And then you also have like the IT implementation. Yes, we do have our partners. So who use the project management tool? For example, let's say they get any project, they start with a milestone, they put the task in place, they have the timesheets. So everything can be managed in a project management tool. Yeah. So again, we are going to see, as per the topic, we're going to have managing collaborative projects effortlessly. How? And we are going to see the pain points which is there in the project management tool. And we are going to see uh, in your business what are the pain points and how with we are going to solve all the problems with the help of a project management software. I've been to a event management company, yeah, wherein they were not having a proper tool to manage their projects. They didn't have a proper collaborations between the team members. And also, they do have the resources, but they didn't have proper place where they allocate the resources. Yeah. For all these things, I gave them the solution, which is called project Zoho projects. So when it comes to Zoho projects, you'll be able to allocate your resources. Yeah. So you have started a project and you have the resources split. Yeah. But you want them to be like you want to allocate them on each of the projects. With the help of Zoho projects, you'll be able to do it. How? You can create a task inside a project. When you create a project inside when you create a task inside a project, the first thing is you'll be able to see the free owners. Yeah. Let's say the task owners who is free, and also you'll be able to see who are the allocated users on a task. Yeah. This way you'll be able to manage, this way you'll be able to track, okay, these are the free users, we can use them for this particular task. Yeah. And also with the help of the resources, you'll be able to manage. You can see with the help of the reports, you can see here who is free for any task which is available. Everything can be seen from the resource utilization tab, yeah, in the reports. And then you also have team collaboration. Most of the time, the lagging between the team members is the collaboration. It's the communication. Yeah. So what happens when there is no proper collaboration or when there is no proper communication? This is what happens. Yeah. So for example, let's say the manager has given a task for me and let's say my colleague Akilan. She has to manage all this complete event. Yeah. And he has created an agenda and he is going on a complete different track. And I'm also going in a complete different track. Now we all end up in the lobby area, not in this room. Yeah. So for that, we should have a proper collaboration. So what happens when we have a proper collaboration? You will all go in a straight line. Yeah. Everything is streamlined. Everything is like you are doing, and all the communication happens between your team members. It takes you to the straight path. So to have it, what we have in Zoho projects. When it comes to Zoho projects, you can have the feed sections wherein you can communicate, you can collaborate with your team members. You can have a communication. Everything can be done on the project window in the feed sections. Yeah. You can also have all the informations. For example, let's say never miss. Yeah. Quicker discussions, easier decisions. You can also see all the status related to the project, and you also will be able to communicate between the team members. Created a project, yeah. For example, I have an event that has to be conducted. So Zoholics is my project management. Yeah, sure. So Zoholics is a project. In Zoholics, I have different tasks, or let's say different milestones. I have to create the agenda, I have to organize the speakers, I have to organize the venue. All these things will be my milestone. And in that, I can have different tasks. Let's say in the event, I have to manage all my, let's say the rooms, all these things will be my task. So this can be managed with the help of milestone. And again, you can also see here all your task lists and also all the milestones over here. From here, you'll be able to manage all your cost, all the budgets, everything inside the milestone. And also the budget. You can also allocate budget for all your projects. Yeah, the main problem that we face now is allocation of budget for your projects. So that can be done in Zoho projects. That makes your life easier. You can also allocate the budgets. Yeah. For example, let's say the complete budget tracking management. Budget status. You'll know that how much you have spent on a particular project. What are the costs that has been allocated on a project, and what is the surplus amount that you have spent? Everything can be seen in the budget status. And also, you'll be able to track the threshold. Like, for example, let's say if your project, like you're spending a lot of amount in your, like you're going beyond the actual cost, or let's say you're going to near the project cost, you'll get a notification. Yeah. Threshold or overrun alerts will be sent immediately to the customers. So this can be done with the help of Zoho projects. And also billing methods. You'll be able to have like the budget based on project hours, budget based on staff hours, and budget based on task. Everything can be done with the help of Zoho projects. You can also have the complete budget forecast. You can also see the plan versus actual reports, how much you have spent, and what is the actual, and what is the difference amount. Everything can be seen in Zoho projects. You can also integrate this with Zoho Books so that you can also send invoices based on your projects to your client. Yeah. For example, let's say you have done a work in your project and you want to raise an invoice for that particular project or particular task, and that can be sent. And all these things can be tracked in Zoho Books. And we have a complete integration. Timesheet management. When it comes to timesheet, let's say you have created a task and you want to know how much time you have spent on that particular task. We have a timesheet option wherein you can log your time. Yeah, you can start the timer, you can also end the timer. With the help of that, you'll be able to know how much time you have spent on that particular task. Yeah, and also based on this, if you want to bill your customers based on the timesheets, that also can be done. That is project amount, like let's say the budget based on hours. So that can be calculated with the help of timesheet. You can also log the hours manually, or let's say you can also log the hours automatic. For example, let's say a task is created. Once you close the task, automatically the timer stops. And based on that, again, the invoices can be raised. And that can be done with the help of the timesheets. You can also see the complete reports like the approved, the rejected, like for example, let's say what all like billable, unbillable, all this information you'll be able to see from the timesheet reports. The next one, most of the time we use papers. Yeah, so all the papers for the projects, we might lose it, and it's hard to find all the papers back. So what we have done, for example, let's say we have wrote all the informations related to a project and we have kept it in a file. But to go and find it out, it makes our life very hard. Yeah. So in that case, what we have to do, we have Zoho projects, we have the file management. Document management simplified. So with the help of this, what happens? You can manage all your files in one place. You can have a complete track. For example, let's say there is a project and you have kept all the documents related to a project. You can store everything in the Zoho projects. You can also share files from anywhere. Let's say you can use your mobile phone. You can also have, let's say, for example, let's say we have different tabs, like documents from the task or from the projects. You can share all the documents to your team members so they can have the complete access. And then you also will be able to track how many times you have sent the quotations, or let's say the agreements that have been corrected, the versions of the agreement, that all you can see it from this particular window. Everything can be tracked with the help of Zoho projects. And you can also find your files very easily. You have a search options wherein you can just go to the search option window. You can just search what are the files that you want to track. Everything can be tracked from here. You don't want to, like for example, let's say when it comes to file, you have to just go and dig all the papers to find it out. But here, just search by the name and you can find all the files related to the projects. Deadline. Any projects, you have the deadline. Yeah. So let's say to complete all the projects before the deadline, Zoho projects will help you to track all your projects by giving you reminders. You can set the reminders. You can also set the due dates. By this, it helps. It also tracks. For example, let's say you have a project. You can set the due date for the task. And you can also have a workflow. So automatically, any projects or any task that is going to have their due dates, which is going to come nearby, you'll be getting an email alert You'll also get the reminders, so that this way you can beat the deadlines. You can also identify your critical task with the help of Gantt charts, so that this way you'll be able to finish all your projects on time. Everything can be tracked from here. You can also manage everything with the help of Gantt charts. You can also have the Kanban view. So this helps to track, for example, let's say my manager wants to see that what are the projects that you have completed. They don't want to come and ask me, Godwin, whether you have completed the project or not. They can see it from here, which has the high priority, which has the medium priority, whether they have completed or not. Everything can be tracked with the help of the Kanban view. Here we can also just drag and drop. You can also drag from the low priority to the medium priority. Everything can be just a drag and drop features. And also you can see it from here, whether how many projects, like how many tasks are open, how many tasks are published, how many tasks are in progress. Everything can be tracked with the help of Kanban view, so that you're going ahead of the time, so that you're finishing all your tasks in time and you're delivering the projects successfully to your clients. Even to make a Koshari, you require a project management tool. Yeah. So for example, let's say you want to prepare it, you need a projects. So projects is involved even to make Koshari. Thank you so much. Sorry? Original? Oh, sorry. This is a biryani. Questions? Yeah.
Thank you. I'm asking about the resource time management.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have, let's say, a team of 10 resources,
Okay.
and each one have a schedule to work on, let's say, 8 hours per day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I want to utilize those resources on the Zoho projects. Let's give us just a brief how to manage and utilize those resources on the system from time management perspective.
From the resource
For
utilization,
example, if I have a resource, he have in 8 hours per day, 40 hours per week. So he is assigned to, let's say, 2 or 3 tasks, about 12 hours per week. So he is free for the rest of the 40 hours per week. So how to utilize this on the system?
when it comes to resource utilization, you'll be able to manage that. So in resource utilization, you have the complete information. So you know that whether this person is available for 8 hours, or this person is available for 40 hours, or he has been assigned with any other task. Even in the task, when you create a task, there is an option wherein you can have a date from start date to the end date, and there you have the options like free users and allocated users. So with the help of that, you'll be able to know the free users are there. So based on that, you can allocate the free users for that particular task. That has to be allocated manually, yes. But you will have the options to see it, because you only know like who are the persons will be working on that particular task. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Yes, I was asking about if they have a huge project and it's contained sub-projects. And
Okay.
under this sub-project is milestones and tasks and subtasks. How can they use this?
So when it comes to project, you make use of the milestone as your sub project. Okay.
But if I need to add a milestone, I can relate milestone with another milestone.
No, milestone has to be related to the project.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
in that case, you have to have like, yeah. So projects has to be related, like milestone is related to a project.
Yes.
And then you have to have task and the subtask.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's say, so we can't make it like a relative projects.
not relative projects. As I said, like projects.
Let's say I have Zoholics. I have AIT project under Zoholics. I have creator project under Zoholics. Okay, so I want to make a relation between those projects in one project like Zoholics.
Okay.
What you're saying that creator will be a milestone, and AIT will be another milestone.
Exactly.
With a separate task in each milestone.
Exactly. So you will have Zoholics as your project, and in project you will have different milestone. Inside the milestone, you will have the task and the subtask.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it couldn't be a project and sub-project.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Up next, we're going to have Vijay Krishna come and present Zoho Catalyst. Zoho, as a person, he's somebody with a lot of curiosity and an obvious extrovert. And he's also a self-proclaimed nerd, and we agree to it. He keeps learning new things every time. Vijay presently handles the partner technical enablement for MEA region. Additionally, he is also the product manager for Zia, which is our AI assistant. So he's like super strong when it comes to technical stuff. And while the rest of the team uses their time doing normal stuff, he prefers to read some philosophical books while thinking about ways of life or very seriously, meticulously explaining stuff to other people. Thank you. Over to you, Vijay.
All right. Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. I hope I meet the expectations with my presentation. Is it too much echo? Is it perfect? Okay, thank you. So this is a new product suite that we have launched this year, Catalyst. So it is a 100% developer platform that we are launching as a part of the Zoho ecosystem. So I just wanted to run a quick poll. So how many of you are developers here, or are there any? I mean, you need not code as of now, but you're basically developers. How many of you identify yourself as a developer? Cool, good. That's a good count to have. Thank you. So you have been listening for the past 2 days. We have a lot of products that has a customization / developer involvement to implement those features for the clients, right? So these are developer centric features that we have on various Zoho products, like you have CRM, Creator, and a desk, where there are a lot of developer implementation options. Over the years, we have had these expertise of building hooks inside our products for developers to configure as per their requirements, and those R&Ds have led us to what we have launched this year as Zoho Catalyst. So it is an end-to-end developer platform. It is a pure backend platform for developers to write your own cloud applications for your own requirements. So it is similar to just to give a context, it is very similar to AWS, Firebase, and other direct backend or platform as a service vendors. So it's what Zoho Catalyst is. And why does a business that needs, why does any business need a solution like Catalyst? That's the problem that I wanted to address first before going on into the functionalities of Catalyst. So as I had already explained, Catalyst is a target, the target audience of Catalyst are IT consultants, system integrators, and technology startups who want to have a product or who want to have a software product. It's the tool for developers to build software products for their business. So Zoho has a vision of becoming our mission is to be an operating system for business. So where does a solution like Catalyst stand in this vision? So sorry, my ticket is not working, or there's a lag. So why should any business why would any business need a developer platform now that they have any product that they want to use, actually? So to answer this question, there are a lot of requirements beyond the scope of each and every individual products. There are niche requirements that will be needed to customize beyond a product's capability. Say, for example, you want to integrate your, sorry, it's down again. So excuse me, the screen is off. Can you just check your, oh, okay, sir, I'll click here. Yeah. Yeah. So you want to integrate your biometric device into your HR application, for example. This is a typical use case, right? So you have a biometric device, you have a fingerprint scanner or a iris scanner or a um, person scanner. So once an employee comes in, they just check in with that device or something like that, and it has to be updated to your HR system, right? It has to be attended as an attendance. It has to be considered as a it has to be integrated with your HR system like Zoho People or Workday or PeopleSoft or whatnot matter. So this is where this integration is where. So this is an electronic device. It's not connected to the any software at all, and you have a complete cloud platform like Zoho People or Workday or something like that, and you need a middleware to merge this electronic device that is connected to the Wi-Fi with a cloud application. So this is where Zoho Catalyst comes into a picture. And I also want to show another example of it. Say, for example, you have a website, you have a your client has a website, or you have a website, and you want to integrate a payment gateway that you want to give a customers to do self-service, do purchase something products, and they want to do it. And some of the popular payment gateways will have a UI based integration, and many of them have API based integration. So what if a client or a payment gateway provider has an API based integration? You need a custom middleware between your website and your payment gateway vendor to integrate on. So this is where Catalyst comes into picture. So typically Catalyst may be used for middleware kind of application where you want to sync between a local intranet application with a cloud application, or specific applications that might sit between two cloud products, and IoT applications like Internet of Things. You connecting your devices in your office or devices in your home that to your any cloud software that you want to use. So these are the problems that we want to address with Zoho Catalyst, and we wanted to make it as easy as possible for the developers who will be using Zoho Catalyst. So we didn't want to reinvent that is completely present in the market. It's not a just another platform or a service or not. So we wanted to be very distinct. We wanted to be very unique with our approach. So we had some design principles in mind when we wanted to launch, or when we wanted to construct Zoho Catalyst, create something like Zoho Catalyst. So I just wanted to give you an overview on it. So Zoho Catalyst is completely serverless. It's not serverless in the sense that you own the server. You don't own the server, right? Most serverless platforms give you a virtual server and they claim it to be serverless. So Zoho Catalyst is 100% serverless. You don't need to worry about the server. You don't need, a developer need not even speak the name of server. So all they need to care is only about the business logic they have to write. So you write a code, write a function. Say, for example, you write a Java function and you can directly upload into Catalyst and it becomes a server. You need not worry about uptime, downtime, processing time, etc. So it's truly serverless, not in the sense of providing you with yet another virtual server. And rapid development and deployment is one of the core principle that we had in mind when we created Catalyst, because any developer the developer platform should enable the developers to be agile with your changes, right? It should not make you to have a downtime on your application without making the changes. So when you own the server or when you own the full stack, it is possible for you to have it. But for a cloud application or for a cloud platform to enable it, it is important that it has it. So this is one of the things. And you need not worry about scale, right? You will be abstracted from all those problems that will be created during scalability. Say, for example, you launch a website or you launch a product that you expect to have a huge usage in weekends or during celebration times or something like that. Catalyst automatically scales based on your, because it is truly serverless. Since it is serverless, the functions will be created and executed on time based on the demand, So you pay for what you use. As a developer, you just pay for what you use, and it is completely the scaling is completely abstracted. So with these principles in mind, we devised specific features for Catalyst that will serve as a core for application development. So this is a typical console, developer console of Catalyst. As you can see, this shows the usage metrics of your particular products. Things are zero because it is a demo project. I'm not using for any custom application. So as in the left, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of the features available here through the screen. So as you can see, you have functions, you have data store, you have, so it is a full stack cloud application building platform. This is the sense. I just wanted to give a quick run through of some of the key features that we have as a part of Catalyst. So the first thing is business logic, right? So any application building, the core is business logic. So you write some code and you want to host it. So this is the primary process. And Catalyst is not dependent on Deluge. That is our in-house scripting language. So you can write code in commonly used languages like Java and Node.js, and you can directly upload it here. So, and that function will be available through an endpoint, so that from your client can directly invoke that API, be it a mobile application or a web application. It can directly call that API and execute the business logic that you have in Catalyst. So, and you can also schedule jobs with that function. You can automatically invoke that function at particular time. Say, for example, you want to integrate between two of your backend applications. You can write a code that will get data from an application and push data to another application, and you can automate and you can schedule this code to be automatically invoked for every 24 hours or something like that. So you can have a business logic that can be executed on demand, and it can be executed on a scheduled time. So this is how a typical function screen looks like. This is how you upload a function in Catalyst. So you choose a function type, and then you choose the language that you choose to write your code on. So presently, Node.js and Java are supported, and more languages are planned to be supported in the pipeline. So you directly write a Java function and you directly upload to it. It will be available as a REST API to you, which can be consumed from your mobile app or web app. After, any business logic will also require some storage, right? If you get some data, you process some information, and then you have to store it. So there are some of the storage functionalities that are available in Catalyst. So first one is an intermediary storage, cache. So you want to do some business logic. Say, let's take the same case of syncing data between two cloud applications. So you will need some counter or count or last sync time, right? So in order to ensure that the sync is proper. So those data you can use cache. Is a temporary storage. You can just, it's a key value storage. You can put any data and get any data, and this is one of the storage options. And you have a fully functional SQL based relational database inside Catalyst. So you can create columns, you can create rows, you can categorize any SQL columns and rows and tables, and you can join, you can group by, you can sort and whatnot. So this is our table in Catalyst once configured looks like. So you can add new columns. Everything is UI based. So as a developer, you need not create a column in code. You need not write any code to create a table or create a column or something like that. Everything is UI based. And once this table is created, all the queries associated with this table will be exposed as a REST API, so that your clients can directly push and pull data to this table directly. So you have business logic, you have data store. In addition to data store, you also have file store, where you can directly upload and download files that are needed for your web application. Say, for example, if you want to store icons of your product or of your logos of your application that you're building, you can directly upload these files, and you can refer these files through API in your clients. You can build beautiful clients like you want, and you can have the backend completely here. Beyond having such computational or software development oriented features, Catalyst comes with a full blown AI suite that can be used by developers to build solutions on AI. So complete, there may be some requirements that will require data processing and AI oriented results. So for such cases, Catalyst offers AI as a platform, not just server as a platform. This is an AI as a platform completely. And these are some of the features that are available presently. So you can do auto ML with a lot of data. You can just stream the data and you can take up any inference that you want through REST APIs. OCR is also available where you can upload any image and then digitize that, convert that image into a text or something like that. Object detection is also available by default, wherein you can give an image and Catalyst will give you what objects are possibly present in that image. So beyond these, we also have face analytics, which will, if you give an image, it will help you identify how many people are there, what are their color, skin tone, etc. All those data it is available through a REST API. We also have image moderation, which when you upload an image, it will say whether it is an acceptable image or not. It is whether it's a is it a sensitive image or not. So that's what with the image moderation. We also have barcode scanning, from which you can scan any barcode and get the result as an API, or you can generate a barcode through an API. All of these I mentioned are image features. Beyond that, we also have features that are based on text that will identify patterns from text, that will help you identify sentiments from a text, or identify a crux or a subject from a text. So whether a sentence is positive or negative, whether a sentence, say for example, if a customer is sending you a mail and you want to know if it is a positive intent, if that mail is sent in a positive intent and negative intent, you can use this API. You can also use this to extract data. So if I say I live in Cairo, so Cairo is a place. You have to extract Cairo as a place from this sentence, and it helps you extract data and even identify intents. So if I want to place an order, so it is placing an order is an intent here. So what is the meaning that the user is trying to convey through the sentence, and what are the data points that are present in this instance? So all these things are completely available as REST APIs. So you can completely use these in the custom applications that the developers are building. So beyond these broad categorical features, we also have other essential features. I mean, these are not standalone features that you will be needing to use for it, but an auxiliary or framework related features like user authentication. So you can any application that you build uh, will be needing a user authentication mechanism, like login with Facebook or verifying email address, sending an invitation email, etc. So developers now need not write code for all these. They need to just configure, give us a mail template. Catalyst will automatically invoke the email invitation to them, and next time they log in, they recognize that this is the user. So user authentication is available. Security rules. So by security rules, we mean how many clients can a user possibly have logged in at the same time, or what are the how should a password be for the end user. So you can configure all these security rules as a part of authentication. We also offer a global search for all data that you put inside Catalyst, be it cache or table or file store. So all the information that are available inside Catalyst, or all the data that is available in storage, are searchable through a complete REST API. So beyond these, we give all these features for the backend development. Developers can build their own front end with JavaScript and client HTML, but we offer a client hosting for those front ends, so that all the code that is required for your client is written and it can be completely hosted in Catalyst, so that your end-to-end server management is managed completely in Catalyst. If you're having a mobile application, you can embed a Catalyst library into it, so that it can help you track the usage of your users through a console. Actually, so Catalyst will monitor what are all the screens that are using, how many times you logged in, how active you were with the mobile application, how many people installed, how many people are daily actively using. So all these are available as a part of mobile analytics. So I just wanted to use this session to give a brief introduction about the high level or a high level overview of all the features that are present in Catalyst, because there are a lot of features other than this present in Catalyst as well. And all these are a result of the 15 plus years that we have invested in R&D of all our applications. So we were able to segregate some of the features that we use directly in Zoho applications and make it at a separate service for the external developers actually. So actually Zoho, the entire Zoho ecosystem runs on Catalyst in that sense actually. So Zoho.com is completely built on Catalyst, and we are opening that platform that handles the 70 million users, the volume of 70 million users for external developers to leverage their own products as well. Thank you. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Yeah, sure.
So I'm just making sure. So Catalyst provide web hosting. So and some of which that can be provided without a back end. I mean, like just the front end and host.
Yes. That's also possible. Yeah, without using business logic, functions, everything, you can just use this for web
Yeah.
hosting as well. Yeah.
Okay. And about mobiles, or actually the APIs that can I use it through mobiles? Okay, I know like some competitors have similar technologies, something like Firebase or something.
Yes.
So I'm asking, like, the pricing itself would be a huge factor. Like,
Yes.
when I'm working with a team, I'm always telling them, no, we will just write a Node script, Node.js script, and just host it because it's much cheaper than using Firebase. So, is Catalyst pricing wise would solve this problem for me? I mean, would it be like, would I really, as a software engineer, would I become to the point that I would think, no, I would do it on Catalyst because maybe even if it will have some extra pricing than the web hosting, okay, I will do it because it will be easier and faster? Or will the prices will be still relatively high? So
See,
I would really
if
consider
we are
Node at this
looking
point.
only for web hosting, only not
Can you
missing
repeat
all
this
the-
again, please?
Sorry, if we are looking only from a web hosting point of view, we can do a comparative analysis of other web hosting providers that are available in the market, because see, Catalyst comes with a lot of other function, and the pricing is only, the pricing is specific to the services that use. It's not a global pricing. It's not a you take all the features, one pricing. You use one features, two features. No, it's not like that. If you use business logic, it is a separate function. It's a separate pricing, and it is a pay as your customers use. It's if you hit it, the pricing depends on the number of API calls that you get. So it's a per API calls, this is the cost. So that is how the
Scalability,
pricing
yeah.
model is. Yeah. So it differs for web hosting. It is a different price for functions. It is a different price for storage actually. So to answer your question, comparing this with a web hosting provider, it will be comparable actually. It will not be exuberant comparing to a hosting provider, but we can do the comparison. The pricing is available in the website for Catalyst, and you can find it out. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, guys. Hope you had 2 days of some productive and enjoying moments here over Zoholics. So we all request you to come to the other hall for the hall one. We are having a lucky draw